There were times when I know I needed to be disciplined, diligent, motivated. Just wasn't there. I mean, get down, 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 and just down some more.
Popular musician Algassim Ojah Jr., commonly known as Shadow Boxer, giving a testimony on mental health experience. Mental health is an integral component of health and well-being that underpins individual and collective abilities. According to the World Health Organization, mental health affects the individual quality of life, physical health, economic productivity, and leads to longer-term mental disorder. Sierra Leone is a country that has witnessed major traumatic events ranging from the 11-year civil war, Ebola, mudslides, among others. Hence, the launch of Sierra Leone's Presidential Taskforce on Mental Health, a broad interagency, according to the Vice President, is part of government's serious steps to improving well-being as part of human capital development.
Today, the 1902 Lunacy Act has not changed over the years. However, as a government, we have taken steps to repeal and replace the 1902 Lunacy Act with modern mental health legislation, that is clear-oriented and socio-culturally appropriate, and one that meets or even exceeds international best practices. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as a government, we remain committed to guaranteeing the rights of every one of our citizens.
The task force, among other things, will prioritize and oversees resource mobilization, awareness raising, and actions against mental health challenges.
We want to prioritize, accelerate, escalate, and oversee action on mental health across government. We're utilizing a multi-sectoral approach so that everyone is included. Our terms of reference, we're going to focus on legislation, a strategy. We're going to develop a national multi-sectoral mental health strategy in 2024 to 2028.
The launch of the task force, according to the Minister of Health and Sanitation, is a show of political will to address mental health challenges with the hope of developing a communique that will provide ways to prevent, address, and support people with these challenges.
Over the past 5 years, under the visionary leadership of His Excellency the President, we're thinking about rebranding and reimagining our healthcare system so that it's stronger and greater as a nation. That we're confident and forward-looking and forward-leaning. The meeting here today reflects that vision and focus. We're determined to tackle mental health as an all-of-government and all-of-society approach. The first critical task for us is to establish a national task force headed by no less a person than the Vice President of the Republic.
With this task force, Sierra Leone hopes to reduce the suffering, social and economic losses related to unintended mental health conditions. The 2 days continental learning session brought together key stakeholders within the country and also guests from across the continent to help develop mental health legislations in Africa. Ronald Morovia, AYV News, Freetown.